Cancer, welcome to June. This is the general reading for the sun, moon, rising sign of Cancer. If your midheaven is in Cancer, which pertains to a career, this is for you. Venus is in Cancer, which is more about your love, intimacy sector, how you regard romance. This is for you. If you're just curious, you're here for a reason. I hope you find what you're looking for, as well as those that are cross-watching for the people that you are interested in. What an introduction. But yes, you guys, June, let's talk about it. We are in Gemini season, which has been crazy for me. I've been trying to figure out how to just remain productive with all the energetic shifts that I've been going through and the sleepless nights that I've been having, just all the downloads I've been receiving from spirit. It's been very weird, but I've been working through it as I also have patience, right? Because this month is going to require that you be very flexible and that you hold on to the vision no matter what. I know a lot of people are trying to manifest things that are more fulfilling and that are more long-term in their lives, and so sometimes you have to wait for those things to come. And I'm very impatient, being that my sun sign is a fire sign. I'm very impatient and I overthink a lot because I also have a lot of water in my chart, because I'm like constantly just like imagining things, you know, I'm overthinking, and so that can interfere with being able to manifest. And it's just been crazy. I wonder how you guys' June will be. I pulled your cards already because, as some of you know, I'm on a time constraint and I can ramble on and on and on, as I've been doing already for like 2 minutes. And so I decided to go ahead and shuffle and pull the cards for the month of June. I'm going to see how this works with still being able to get the most out in what I intuitively pick up. So we'll try it. But in your first week, you have the 5 of Wands, the 10 of Swords, and the 6 of Wands. Okay, coming into the second week in mid-month, we have the 10 of Wands, followed by the Page of Swords, and the Ace of Swords. End of mid-month, coming into the end of June, you have the Temperance card, followed by the Ace of Wands, and the King of Swords with the 2 of Swords and the 5 of Pentacles that also popped out. So yeah, you guys are coming to an end of a cycle, or you're learning not to overthink things because everything is working out for your greater good no matter what. So any conflicts that you have been facing or that you may have currently faced within the last few days, you're not necessarily looking at it from a negative approach anymore. You're really just taking the lesson out of that. You are getting out of the mentality of victimhood or being a martyr, somebody that is constantly just like beating themselves up, being overly critical on themselves, and thinking that everybody is always like pitted against them, feeling like you're always the victim. So you're overcoming that energy, and you are just applying whatever lessons from any past failures or any losses that you may have incurred. You're integrating those lessons and you're figuring out another way to be successful. Coming into the mid-month and the obstacles that you may potentially be facing, it's holding everything in, right? Or always overextending yourself. you're also completing that cycle. And we've been talking about that for a while now. In the videos that I have uploaded for Cancer, I do remember that being a theme, being overly giving, overly generous, to where you are exhausted at the end of the day and you have nothing to pour back into yourself. You need to become comfortable with speaking your truth, right? No matter what disagreements may come to follow, it's like you have to also be heard and you have to be respected. A lot of people take your kindness for weakness, so you need to be more comfortable with expressing what your boundaries are, how much you're willing to tolerate, and what is just unacceptable. Otherwise, you're going to always feel like everything is on you, you know? You have to learn how to ask for help. It's okay to be vulnerable, right? Us water signs, we don't like being vulnerable because people already take our kindness for weakness. You know, and they run with that in the workplace or just in a lot of situations, right? People lean on us for that emotional, what is it called? Like emotional stability. Yeah, but it's like enough is enough, you know? If you can't also rely on other people when you need them, then you're going to have to speak up about that. And it might cause a little bit of a rift between you and whoever this conversation needs to be had with. But they'll get over it and they'll either change their behavior or they'll remain the same, and you can then, you know, make the decision to remove them out of your life, right? Which will remove the wands just continuously. You're not feeling overburdened. You're not at the end of your rope. You're not at your wit's end, you know? You're not always feeling like you have to give and give and give and give and give and not get anything in return. So once you get through that obstacle, you will become more balanced by the end of June, definitely. I'm just saying that you'll have an opportunity to just regain balance and respect, at least for yourself, in speaking your truth, right? And balancing the scales and no longer being made to feel like you're not enough. What you have to offer is not enough. You respect yourself enough for no longer tolerating not being heard, right? Not being seen, not being acknowledged, not feeling like you're getting what you deserve out of the situation. There is a way to organize life to where everybody wins, you know what I'm saying? So you are definitely overcoming that, and you are able to manifest and alchemize your life. I do want to advise that with the obstacles and coming into mid-month, that it's important that you don't minimalize yourself, right, for the comfort of other people as well. But don't blow things out of proportion either. Don't be screaming at anybody to try to get your point across, because it won't get across, right? And that can cause unnecessary conflict. So be direct with your words, be concise with your words. Make sure that you're not asking of other people what you cannot do as well for them, if ever it was needed, right? So make sure that you're careful with that, but definitely get out of your own way. Stop with the internal conflict of feeling like you're not enough, of feeling like things will never turn around for you, because you are coming to the end of a cycle. So yeah, as far as chakras go, definitely balance the root chakra, your throat chakra, your third eye, intuition, crown chakra. Yeah. And the sacral might be a little underactive as well. If you don't know how to balance out the chakras, I would definitely leave the link in the description box below. But that is what I'm picking up for you guys for June. If this resonated, definitely give me a thumbs up. Share this with your friends and family, and do subscribe for more. I will talk to you guys mid-month. Yeah, see you on the 15th. Bye.